Okay, I guess we are good to go now. Let me make my screen a bit louder. Hola, 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 hola. Can you guys hear me? I can see some comments, but before looking through the comments, I want to know if you guys can hear me. Just type in the comment section if you can hear me. And can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? I know obviously you guys can see me. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Let me go through the comments. Okay, great, great. Good to know, good to know, good to know, good to know. Sophia, how are you? How are you? Hope you're good. Hello, Sophie. How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? Mrs. Choice, how are you, Mom? Hope you're great. Hope you had a good Sunday and an amazing weekend. May your precious, my crypto rabbi, good evening. Mayor, how's it going? How's your activities in the crypto space and what's popping? Adiola Opeyemi, good evening, Shifu. I am here to resurrect that which is that's good. Really, 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 really good. UPCCS is a go, the crypto capital show. So this is like the Christiana Unhu Ichi here Shifu mom. Here's from here. Awesome. Awesome. That's good. Hello, Mama. How have you been? How have you been? I think we haven't talked for a while. How's family? What's popping? What's popping? I haven't spoken for a while. How have you been? It's been a while. It's good to have you joining on the call. Okay, fine. So let's share the live. Let's share it to our stories, our status, our various group. Let's just share the live stream. You know how we do it, guys. Let know how we do that. Let's share the live stream and let's get more people connected and bang on. Let's up the numbers of people jumping on the live stream. Good to go, good to go, good to go. So I'm gonna go back to the comments, right? And I'm going to like, if I haven't replied your comment, I will definitely reply your comments when I start scrolling over again. This is the 33rd episode of the Crypto Capital Show. And if you've never been to any of our Crypto Capital Show series before, and this is your first time, I would advise you to go through the YouTube channel, right? And when you go through the YouTube channel, you are going to see our past sessions. And whatever explanation you need, you will see it all over in those past sessions of what the Crypto Capital Show is about. It's all about just we coming together to have what we call call a service of wealth. You know what church people call when church people say they are going to service, yeah? They are going to service, they are going to learn something concerning God and stuff, right? And various religions have. So this is our weekly service where we are coming together as a community to make money, base, learn how to maximize the opportunities in this space. And 80 to 90% of the information I give here are top information, classified information, and sometimes there are information that originally you may need to pay for. And if you're not paying for it, will take times and months to be able to get access to them. And I'm putting them all out for free. I teach both strategies I'm using, a lot of things I'm doing. And we've had so many testimonies in the past weeks. Imagine we've been doing something for 30. So I think after the 30th episode, I took a very long break, almost 2 months, and I didn't do any live stream and stuff. And I'm back. So this is like the third episode since I came back. And I think I might take another big break sooner than expected. So I might not wait till like the 60th episode before taking a break or so, because I want to really, really go on vacation as well. So I think maybe during the time of my vacation is when I'm going to deal with the people I want to the challenge I want to do, right, with some folks. It's not going to be so many persons because I don't want too many people. I'm just going to show them practically how you can flip 1,000 to 20,000 like the trade you're going to enter, what you're going to risk, everything. You're going to do that, and then after that, we'll do something with people. Maybe people will have like, maybe we'll do something like 2,000 or 3,000 to 50K, right? And then we'll do something of 5,000 to 100K. So we're going to have these challenges, right, spread across for the next. So I think because when I begin to think a lot about how I'm planning on, should I say, partially retiring and leaving the crypto industries and focus more in um, the major aspect of finance, right? And how I do not really want to have groups and stuff. I think this is something that could be one area I may want to really devote time to, right? During my, because I mean, it's fun. Like flipping accounts is fun. I just did for fun as well. And it's not as if it's something that is new, something I've done in the past repeatedly over time. So I think I may just want to focus on this and just do challenges. And most of these challenges are definitely, majority of them as we start, are going to actually be free, but definitely going to be requirements for you to access them as well. And we all make money together. So we'll talk about that, right? We'll talk about that. But briefly, last week has been an amazing week, right? What happened last week? One of the things that happened last week, there's been this stories about the Nero on ET. There's so many Nero out there, like so many Nero memes, right? There's like three different kinds, and there's been this stories going on in the space about which is the original and the other. And as we may have it, the one that turns out to be the original one is the one we got in, right? Those people who were in the bull run group and all that, I shared it with them. I gave them the early information that getting on this, guys, is going to be listed on these major exchanges, and just buy in. Just buy in. I'm not buying on sport, buying on traded on futures, and just ride it. It's gonna go crazy. I mean, our projection is for you to get to as high as 300 million, but I think go to as high as 200 million, 200 million. And so many person made crazy amount of money in the bull run group. I saw out of that as well. So I think then we got in on Ben Dog as well before the rally. These are amazing things. I mean, most of the major things that people went crazy and wide on social media, on X and all that as well, we got in on them as well very, very early. Very, very early. I'm just not one that likes to always want to post about all those things on social media and stuff. Okay. Victor Uzan, the good evening, boss. Chief, it's been a long time. How are you? Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Victor, hope you're great. Uko Reva Apo Bume. Good evening, boss. How are you doing, Reva? Hope you're great. You're great. Mims up, your face show and your voice clear. Thank you. Thank you, Mims up. Thank you, Mimsop. Sophia, I'm good, sir. Great, 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 great. E Exchange says he's super active. Super active. Okay, okay. Now we had an amazing week last week, right? Amazing week last week. I think I posted something on my Twitter, right? That I needed someone who no, on my status, WhatsApp status, I needed someone to do like a summary of the live streams and stuff we're doing, and thankfully somebody volunteered to be doing that. Uh, but something else I'm going to need is someone who can do a summary of, if I'm going to be sharing trades publicly, right? Some of the trades I get to share from the bull run group to the groups, like to the free WhatsApp groups, the Telegram channels, the Barbie Trading Network and stuff. I really need someone who can collate the records. I don't have time to collate records publicly of what I'm doing, but it would be really, really good. Most of you who've been following me, like I think there was a time when we started the Barbie Trading Network initially, you can see how I used to like collate the records of our trades and stuff. I really need someone who can be collating these records. It's gonna make me to want to do it. So at the end of the week, how much has been made, how much progress has been made. So far so good. I don't really have time to do it because I mean I have a lot on my plate, and personally I'm trading my own personal accounts, right? I have institutional accounts. I'm trading for the fund I'm working with, because I'm basically working with a fund. So I'm working with a hedge fund and a major private equity firm. So basically, the fund I have an account, I'm trading for the fund I'm working with. I also have my own personal account I'm trading. Then I also have like some props account, and then some normal. So when you add everything together, I'm trading like 7 accounts or so, 6 to 7 accounts. It's crazy when you're trading 6 to 7 accounts. You want to enter this particular trade out so many times in all these accounts, and each of them are like multiple 6 figure, 7 figure accounts and all that. So imagine how my brain heats up at times. So if I'm posting trades, like I'm sharing trades across the free groups, I won't have time to want to now come and like do a summary. So anyone wants to volunteer to be doing that summary, it will be great. You can buzz me up on my DM as well. And it will also encourage me to want to should I say post more free trades across the group chats as well for every single one of us. But that aside, let's move over to what I'm expecting for Bitcoin this week, what I'm expecting for Ethereum this week. If you've been following our live streams for the past couple of years, one thing you would have known is that I am one of the most accurate person when it comes to Bitcoin and cryptos in the whole world. I'm one of the most accurate persons when it comes to predicting these things and talking about these things, because and most times I don't just say it, I say it with the dates and the timestamps of what they're expecting to happen. And that is why I am Shifu Wealth. There's only one Shifu Wealth, right? Just one Shifu Wealth. And there's so many Shifu lights, yeah. There's so many Shifu lights, and then there's some people who added Shifu to their names, so they're all Shifus too, right? But there's one Shifu Wealth, right? And then there's so many Shifus coming up soon, which is also a good thing. Very, very good thing. So let's get right to it. Let's look at what we're expecting for Bitcoin and crypto. I'll look through the comments. If I haven't picked, like, looked, commented on your name or something, I will look through and I will spot you. So do not worry and do not fear, because I think there was a time where most times the person will be like, Shifu, you didn't see my comment. You didn't. So don't worry, I will look through it. I want today to be very fast. I don't want to even take up to I want it to be faster than usual, right? Faster than usual. So let's look at my screen and let's look at Bitcoin, what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. So first and foremost, if you can see the screen, you can see the chart. So let me make my stuff very small here. If you can see the chart, drop a comment. If you can see the chart, drop a comment. If you can see the chart, drop a comment, please. Let me know that you guys can see the charts. Okay. Uh OG Mark, GG. Mark, how are you? Hope you're good. Hope you're doing great. Mark Messiah. Mark Messiah is a great guy on Twitter, guys. You can follow him up or check Mark Messiah on Twitter. He's an amazing guy. He's doing well. Philip Zion. Good evening, Shifu. How are you, Philip? Philip, is Zion your actual name? Zion your actual name? Okay, let me go right. Since people say you can see the charts now, let me go right to it. I can see the comments, but I don't want to rush to the comments so I don't miss some other people's comments. Wachiku Mishak, well done. How are you doing? Hope you're great. Yes, Mayor Pressure just said something. Please, house, kindly like the video. It's very important. It helps the algorithm of the video. So you're not just sharing the video now. Please also like the video, guys. It's important also. So let's look at. So yesterday, those in the bull run group, we actually got in on a scalp buy on Bitcoin. We bought from here to here. We sold on Ethereum actually, right? And Ethereum actually, but it's almost the same thing, right? So we closed around here, and then we've had this pullback today. So on a smaller time frame, this was like a very good sell opportunity, like 1 to 3 on a 15 minutes time frame. And the same thing on Ethereum too. We got in from here and sold around here at 1 to just like a 1-to-1 RR trade, just like a 1-to-1 RR trade. So, and then we had drop today as well, which I also talked about in the bull run. So sometimes this is why you also need to make sure you're in the bull run group, right? Because they have these personal live streams with them, day-to-day analysis and forecasts, when you should close, when all these things is very, very important. So you basically know what's up and you are very, very informed than the masses, because you're like in rights, having that same mentorship benefit as myself, right, with them. So but that aside, let's look at Bitcoin. So this is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin for this week, right? First and foremost, um, we had a twist in our projection last week, and the twist was that we're looking at Bitcoin to come down here, right, and then buy from here. But it didn't just come down here; it also broke down. So let's say, um, came below the expected area where it should bounce from. So, however, so it formed what we call a structure, right? A structure. And if you know of chiffonomics, right? Chiffonomics is a trend line strategy I invented about a year or two ago, and I taught this chiffonomics. I think I taught this chiffonomics last year in the Bybit trading network, and so many persons use it because it's very, very powerful. And chiffonomics is usually 80 to 90% accurate only if you're able to count the turns, right? There's a blend of what we call the fifth rule in trend line. When you add it together with any other concept, it's a weapon. It gives you 80 to 90% accuracy, right? And so we're expecting, and there's a possibility for shiftonomics to play out here for this week. And what is that expectation? One, expecting a strong buy, which is going to break the trend. So a break and so we call it breakout and retest. Right? Breakout and retest is one of the most powerful trading strategies out there. But the truth is, people trade breakout and retest in various ways, in various patterns. So people have a way they've remodified theirs. For mine, I remodified mine into shiftonomics, which has to do with the seven counts. And unless I see that seven count, I don't trade breakout and retest. But when I see the seven count, I trade breakout and retest because every other thing I need aligns with it. So basically, this is going to be the seventh count, and which is going to be the breakout, right? So if we get this breakout, this is what I'm looking at. This breakout to take place, and then the retest. This is where we're going to be buying from for Bitcoin for this week. And also, hopefully, this happens between today, Sunday, and Monday night. So in other words, we're looking at the minimum of 24 to 48 hours for this to play out. So if this plays out, this is going to be a very safe entry, right? Because trying to buy now is an aggressive, risky entry, which could literally cause you, it could be stopped out, right? But when you get that possible breakout, what happens is that there's a shift in the trend. The trend has definitely become bullish. But one thing you should also know is that the macro perspective for Bitcoin is bearish. The macro perspective for Ethereum is bearish. Whatever pump we may experience this week, it is not going to um the macro perspective for Bitcoin, the macro perspective for Ethereum is bearish, and whatever bullishness we experience this week is going to be a trap. So if we experience a bullish movement on Bitcoin and Ethereum this week, if we get the breakouts, and retest is going to be our entry, and there's going to be a massive movement, and a lot of alts we also move up very, but you should know that it is going to be a trap. It's just going to be a bull trap, and then Bitcoin is going to continue selling heavily, and the projection where we should expect Bitcoin to sell to is below 50k to like 45k, 44k. But right now, if it continues selling, it doesn't make sense. Why doesn't it make sense? Because we're already at extreme fear. Remember what I taught you guys about the concept of fear and greed index, right? So if you look here, see this on the screen. I'm coming. Okay, let me make this bold. So if you see this on the screen, we were at extreme fear yesterday. We are currently at fear. So by the time markets, everybody's believing that okay, it's going to go lower right now. Everybody believes it's going to get a 50k and below 50k and down, down, down. And this is a time whereby the opposite is meant to happen. And the opposite thing that is meant to happen is just to induce traders to be a bit confused, right? And then move from the point of fear to being neutral, and from neutral to greed. So once we get to the greed point, what happens? The journey continues to reset it down to fear, and not just fear, but extreme fear. So this month one thing that is very certain, right, for this month of November. Sorry, not this November, this month. Is this September, right? this month, let me check. It's September. So this month of September is that definitely we're going to see Bitcoin at 45k to 44k in this month of September. But before that happens, we would love to trade the what's it called? Trade the. How am I doing this? We want to trade the what's it called? Where do I check it? Okay, view tab. So I wanted to make it this way. This is what we're looking out for, right? So the thing here is that it could wiggle around here for a very long time, right? You know how the market is, and the market is going to be open in like 2 to 3 hours time. The first market opens in the next 2 to 3 hours time. So whenever it opens, we want to see whatever action that comes based on Asian open hours. When the Asian market opens, we want to see what it would give to us, right? What it gives to us. So this is just what we want to make. If we get this breakout, this will be a very sweet entry. Why is it going to be a sweet entry? Because this is a Quasimodo entry. So what is Quasimodo? Quasimodo is basically whenever there is it's basically whenever there is a failed order block, right? When an order block has been failed, you get stopped out. What happens most times is based on an aggressive pull that creates a BP arrow. And when the BP arrow is formed, you want to see a break above that BP arrow retest. So Quasimodo is basically a break and retest of BP arrow zones. BP arrow zones. What formed BP arrow zones are basically failed order blocks, right? A break and retest of a BP arrow zone it's just a summary of Quasimodo. A break and retest of BP arrow zones. And most times they are called very, very high probability most times. So we want to see that. That gives us our confidence for entering for BTC. If we don't see that, then we just wait for lower prices on it. Or hopefully we get it. So let's look at Ethereum as well. So for Ethereum, the same thing, right? But the difference between Ethereum here and Bitcoin is that for Ethereum, I have a sell entry, right? I have a sell entry at around 2707, the 2704, 27, let's just say 2707 region for Ethereum. So if we get that's what I'm expecting, right? Expecting the scam pump. So if we get like a scam pump and the market decides to move here aggressively, it will be very, very nice to see this play out and then get this pullback from here. So if this gets activated and if it holds, my projection is that a sell from this 2707 region to as low as 1,600, right? So I'm expecting to see, I think I tweeted something about it, right? I'm expecting to see Ethereum get to 1,600 region this month. So it's usually it's when it comes to sales always happen fast. It's harder for the market to go up and very, very easy for it to come down. So sales when the market is selling, it barely has a lot of limits to it. It just does its thing and all that put together. So that's basically what we want to hopefully see, right? Hopefully see. So the similar thing here, once you get a break and retest, this is going to be our entry. So I think I might give a shout out for this once, but you just want to keep this in mind, right? Keep this in mind. This was where I first sold out from, and then there's another sell opportunity here. And then although I didn't I think I entered a sell here. This was when we closed in the bull run group, we closed our buy around here yesterday. And then this morning I entered a short sell from here to here, and then I closed. And now this is like a re-entry sell opportunity, but it may not hold. It may not hold. It may just play around here for a while, confuse people a bit, and then buy up aggressively. We just play around the zone because what we are having here is like a clean Gartley pattern. So there's a bullish Gartley pattern on a smaller time frame. So, and usually if a Gartley is valid, so if you see from here to here, we have like the 618 and the 786, very clean Gartley pattern. And most times if a Gartley pattern is valid, it always closes above the C leg. So I won't be surprised if it decides to get to 2330 before selling down again and then doing a break. So something like this. Let me use the part 2 to show it. I won't be surprised if something like this happens. Comes here, comes here again, and then you get this before it now do like this. I won't be surprised if something like this happens because it's very possible, and it's could be highly expected, right? Because this is like this is also the a BPR zone, so like a support with now resistance, and then it break out above it and then comes down into it. So if you also trade like what they call it, demand and supply kind of things, so there's what they call drop based pattern, whatever. It's almost the same thing, right? The same thing. I mean, most of all this trading terms, trading technology, they're all spoken about the same thing in just different contexts, in different ways. So basically, that's what our projection for Bitcoin, our projection for Ethereum for the new week. That's what we are looking out for Bitcoin and Ethereum for the new week. So it's very important we get the breakout because it's going to give us the confidence to enter our long positions. And it's also important to know the long positions won't last forever. It's just going to be a short, maybe a day or 2 or 3 days. A day to it's just a short-term bullish move. It may last for just one day. It may last for just 2 days. It may last for just 3 days, and then it's going to get really, really, really bad for the entire crypto space, entire market. Basically what we want to look out. Okay, so bonk was activated, right? And I'm still holding my position, but I've moved my stop to entry. So it may not go this high, right? It may not, but definitely it should cross most of these levels, right? It should cross most of these levels. But at the moment I haven't closed my position on bonk, but I've moved my stop to entry. So if it comes back to entry, it's going to be break even. If it doesn't, it's going to go up, and maybe halfway I'll look at closing my position from halfway. Like from here is not bad, here is not bad, here is good, here is best, right? Here is like a better point to close. It's 209. As I mean, this is like 1 to 2. So if I get a 1 to 2, I'm good. 1 to 2 RR. So this is like going to be the better place you want to, if I get that, or if we get that. But my stops are already at entry. So Sundog as well has been in profits for us. It's been in good profit for us. Let me check something. So it's currently at 1 to 2.5 RR, 1 to 2.6, 1 to 2.5 RR. The final CP is like 1 to 7 RR as well. So, and my stop is at entry as well for this. It's already in a good position where one can take some profits off the table. So if you still have this position opened, because I know I gave I shared this yesterday across the groups. I forwarded the message from the bull run group to other public groups. So those of you who are still in on this, I think it's at a good point whereby you can close some because it's like facing some resistance here. It definitely, I expect it to break out heavily this week we are in, right? This week you are in, this could turn out to be one of the top gainers in this week we are in. So but also on spot, I'm actually holding this on spot, right? We bought this we bought this in the bull run group on spots earlier on. So it's going to be like a very good point or a good state. So this guy too here, oh sorry, this guy isn't is also worth looking out for. Trying to make sure I'm adjusting this in the right way possible. Okay. This guy's in the right place, possible. So a massive push to come in for this week too. A massive push. So here it's just like a very safe. So somebody wants to use a very safe. So better is on sport or futures, whatever category is fine. Someone wants to use a safe. So safe stop loss could be using this, and the person could see achieve a 1 to 3 RR for the week. And somebody who wants to use a very risky stop loss could decide to use something like this, right? And still coming. Let me be sure. Something like this. Okay. Hope I'm adjusting this well. Okay. Something like this and see achieve a 1 to 5 RR. Let me make the price labels to show by the side of the screen so it could be seen from the right hand side. Yep. So this is like the risky stop loss, right? This 0.23982. Then the very conservative one is this. So whenever there are high probability trades, it's a trade that you're very certain that this trade is going to play out. But however, what you make out of it is determined by what you are, where you are placing your stops. So that determines if it's going to be a risky stop or a conservative stop. A conservative stop are people who just want peace of mind. I mean, they're okay with 1 to 3. Whereas they make 3 times their money, they're good. They just get out. They don't want to bother. They don't want to be looking at it every day and every time. But risky stop loss are for people who like taking risks. I mean, they're like, if you like letting mess up, they're still going to end again, and it moves up and stuff as well. So whichever categories. So let me look through the comments briefly. I'm trying to be fast here, be fast here. Okay. Tribed Media, good evening, Shifu. How are you? Hope you're good. Dominic Paul, greetings. Abdul Aziz Awal, how are you, Abdul? Hope you're good. Rashidin Bot, good. Teddy Boshifu Rabbi, greetings. How are you, Teddy? Hope you're good. Jeffrey, good evening, Shifu. Francis Ado, good evening, boss. It's been a while from here. Glad I'm here today. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Edero Obukata, good evening, Shifu World. Good evening, Edero. Femi Omoboye, greetings, Femi. So we've looked at what we're expecting for Bitcoin for this week, Ethereum for this week. Then I showed us Sundog, right? Sundog. Whether it be sport or futures, whatever. Showed us Bonk as well because I've already shared like I think I shared the entry from the Bull Run group. I forwarded to all the groups for both Bonk and Sundog across all the free groups. That was yesterday also. So we're already on Sundog and Bonk, but you can just secure your trades and are like right, and that is it. I'm sure I'm just showing the projection targets, they are still good to go. And then I just shoot this for Sun. So Sun is the one that I know I talked with those in the Bull Run group and they are in it, but now sharing it publicly that anyone could actually still get in and capitalize on it for this week if we get what we are projecting and expecting for Bitcoin, Ethereum. Then these plays are going to be super spot on, really spot on. So let's look at two persons did a video on how you can move your how you can set up your Bybit MT5, right? Bybit MT5 profile with your Bybit accounts, and so you can transfer funds from your Bybit into the Bybit MT5, and you can have access to trade commodities, currencies, stocks, and all that. So I requested for two persons to do a video, and two of them did the video. So I'm going to play both videos. One is just 3 minutes, the other is about 7 minutes. So let me connect the first video now and play it for us.
Everyone, I quickly want to take you through how to use your Bybit
Okay.
account to trade on MT5. So make sure you have already registered your Bybit account using the House of Weight Trading Network link. And after that, you open your Bybit account and you click on More. After that, you click on MT5, then you wait for it to load, then you scroll down and click on create.
Okay. Let me. Can we? Were we hearing the sound on the video? Let me stop it. Were we hearing the sound on the video, please? I just stopped it now, but I want to play it all over again. Were we hearing the sound on the video? Great, Temi. Good evening, Sashifo. How are you, Temi, how are you? Queensley, GM Shah, how are you? Okay, awesome. Let me just play it. It's because it's very fast. So let's start. How do I start this thing from the... Okay. Gold. Okay.
So I think it's not matching. Okay, so click on create MT5 account. Then you can see I've successfully created an account, MT5 account. Then go to dashboard. So you have successfully created your account, as you can see here. Then the next thing for you is to fund the account, in which you can just click on transfer. And when you click on transfer, you can click on transfer in. So you move money from your funding account into your MT5 account. So let me just put in, let's say $50. So I'm funding my account with $50. Then click on confirm. So transfer in progress. Just wait for a little bit. You can see it's currently processing. Then just wait for a little bit, and after after the money is deposited, you can now go to your MT5 app and log in the account there. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Okay, completed. So the next thing is to click the ID, click your ID, copy it, and you go to open the MetaTrader 5 app and okay, click on accept. So just find the broker. So inside that find the broker, just put in Bybit. Bybit. You can see Infra Capital Limited. Then click on it and put in the your user ID and put in the password. So put in your password. So then click on login. So boom, as you can see now, I'm already logged in. So I can use the account to trade any of these assets on MT5 app. Hope you understand all the process so far. Thank you.
Okay, first things first, before
So
you
guys, like I
register
said, there are
for
two
your
videos. So
NT5
the first one is one I
Bybit
just played now that was done.
account,
So let me
you
play the
have to make
second one
sure
for
you're
us. So if you
registered
didn't catch it the first
under
time, you'll be
the
able to catch it the
Shifu
second time
Wells
as
Trading
well.
Network,
And then we
which is the
can literally
Bybit
see
Trading
how you can
Network.
set it up.
And after that,
Um, so the second one, the first one is just 3 minutes. Second one is about 5 minutes
you
or
have
so.
to make
So let me
sure
just start it for
that
us,
you are
and then we watch it
properly
through.
verified with a minimum level verification of level.
If at any time the sound gets deactivated, please just drop a comment so I know that it's deactivated. Because I tried to look through the comments to be sure we can
Okay,
hear.
first things first, before you register for your MT5 Bybit account, you have to make sure you're registered under the Shifu Wealth Trading Network,
Is
which
the
is the
second
Bybit
video
Trading
not playing?
Network. And
Someone
after
is saying the
that,
video is not talking. The second one I'm playing, is it not sounding out?
you have to
Because
make
it sounded
sure that
out on
you
my
are
end.
properly verified with a minimum level verification of level 1. For you to confirm your verification, you have to click on the verified ID with the green check button. And just like I said, level 1 verification is the minimum verification you can have before you can trade with the Meta 5 on Bybit.
Okay,
And
good,
after
good, good.
that, you want to move over to
Okay, fantastic,
the
fantastic. I
bar
just
where
wanted
you
to be
have
sure.
more. Then you click on the MT5. Yeah, right there you have the more button. You have the MT5 right there. When you click on the more, it's going to pop up so many options. And then right there, you click on MT5. It has a tag new. You wait for it to load. And then you click on create MT5 account. You click the check button to agree to the terms and conditions. And then you create a password. Make sure it's a specific password you can remember for the MT5, something different from your normal Bybit password. Or you could just tweak it a bit if you feel you're going to forget. So after creating your password, you click on create MT5 account. And it says, congratulations, you successfully created an MT5 account. And then it gives you your account ID and your password. You will be needing your account ID and your master password. Because that's what you're going to input on your MT5 interface. And then after the creation of the password, and it brings you to this phase where it says transfer. Transfer means for you to fund your MT5 account through your Bybit UTA account, which is your Bybit Unified Trading account. So basically, just like you transfer funds from your funding account to your unified trading account, that is the same way you transfer funds from your funding to your MT5 on the Bybit MT5 platform, not your normal trading platform. So after that, you just pull it down. It's going to load. Yeah, just pull it down. It's going to reload and you automatically get funded from your funding account. So this is the example. Yeah, so we're funding with $300. So when you pull it down, it's going to reload, and like I said, you automatically get credited. It's as easy as that, actually. You could download it through the App Store or through the Play Store, depending on the type of operating system you're using. For iPhone users, it's App Store. For Android users, it's Play Store. So once you download the Meta 5, you go over to settings. You click on settings, then you click on new account. I already have the Bybit interface here, Bybit Meta 5 here. So for new users, you're just going to go through the search bar, search for Bybit. It's going to bring Infra Capital Limited Bybit. Then you click on it. It's going to ask you, the server is already there, Bybit Live. It's going to ask you for your login and your password. So you're going to impute the login you were given when you registered on the Bybit exchange interface. That's what you're going to put in here. And then the same password. You just created. So that's what you're going to use. The password you just created is the password you're going to use. So once you put in your password, you're good to go. Then you just pull it down for it to reload, and then finally you have your 300 USDT reflecting in your Meta 5, automatically connected from your Bybit exchange account. So here you have it as UST. On your Bybit trading platform, you have it as USDT, but on your Meta 5, you have it as.
So this innovation from Bybit is super, super cool, right? Super, super cool. And I think it favors a lot of people who are from third world countries who, let's say, if you move over to, if you're a trader, or maybe you move from a third world country to most first world countries, usually you're taxed heavily on your trading profits. If you're residing in a country like America, most European countries, or the UK, your trading profits are taxed crazily. So you pay a lot in taxes. But when you're able to, with the way it's designed in Bybit now, which is basically crypto, right? Usually, what you could do is you're connecting your account, your trade, whatever is connected straight to your Bybit account. The funds are moved from your Bybit to your, so everything could, what you, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this on a live stream, but those who are smart are able to understand what I mean. So you'll be able to find your way around the tax issues very easily. I know that as well. And more so, you have a way to identify that your income is under, let's say if you're in Nigerian, you can literally use it that, okay, it's has to do with the Nigerian government and stuff and all that as well. And you have some tax exemption, right? Tax exemptions and stuff and whatnot. But it's a very, very good one. So finally, before we wrap up, so we're starting a challenge soon, a trading challenge soon, but it's not going to be for everybody. It's going to be free, obviously, but it's not going to be for everybody. So it's just going to be it's $1,000 to $20,000. So and there are basically two requirements, right? The first requirement is, as it says, 1,000 to 20,000. So the first requirement is basically you're registered under our Bybit Trading Network, right? If you're registered under our Bybit Trading Network, you're good to go. That's the first one. Make sure you're registered on the Bible Trading Network. The second requirement is you have deposited your $1,000. So $1,000 deposited into your trading account, because um every pre-seed person is going to, I'm definitely going to be showing this set of persons what to trade, what to risk, how much you're risking on that particular trade, when to close it, how long you should hold it. So everything is going to be like direct, just like we used to do in the past and all that as well. So it's gonna take like within a month you should be able to hit it, right? You should be able to hit the target. So usually it's just gonna be 20%. I don't want a lot of people, because human beings usually are very stiff-headed and stiff-necked and stubborn. So you want people who are going, just a small amount of people that you can manage. Leading people is not very, very easy. So if it's just 20%, it's very, very good to easily guide every person, right? So to be on the same page. So every single person is making the same level of profit, the same level of growth and stuff, and put together, and we can see how it moves up from there. Although in the nearest future, there might be an opportunity for us to have a massive amount of people who are going to flip, like automated, such that maybe I'm depositing 1,000 on my account right now, right? On my Bybit MT5 account, and then like maybe 100 people are allowed to connect directly to my account. These people, you don't need to do anything. When as I'm trading, whatever I'm doing automatically goes to every single person's account, and as I'm flipping mine, everybody's going to be flipped together. So, but currently working on it. Currently working on it, on the process, the API and stuff. So take a lot of API to come up with this kind of things. It's very copy trading API and stuff. So we can see how that goes when it goes, obviously. And but that aside, basically we want to start with 20%, and then after that we get to move. So so that's the first requirement, is make sure you're registered under our Bible Trading Network and you have your $1,000 deposited. We don't want if everybody's on the same page, everybody's starting up with the same capital, then we know that results we are getting the same. Because when someone is using, let's say, 500 or 400 and another person 1,000, there's going to be confusion, right? If I'm saying everybody risks 100 on somebody's 500 is like 20%, but somebody with 1,000 is 10%. So we don't want confusion in what we are risking per time, because there's going to be very, very, everybody's what I'm buying, so I'm trading. And also, crypto pairs sometimes can be very boring. Why do I mean by it can be very boring? There's not much liquidity in the crypto market like it is in the Forex market, right? It's very easy for you could enter a Forex trade, and then in that same day you've made a lot of money, right? But sometimes you're waiting for some crypto coins to move, and it takes days. Like let's say we've been talking about some coins, Sun Dog, this, you enter them, and it's going to take like next 2 3 days before it finally gets to where you want it to get to. Meanwhile, in Forex, you could just get in on it, and then in that same day, you've already hit TP very, very, very fast. So this innovation is very good. So we're definitely going to be trading across gold, currencies, and all that as well. So the flipping becomes super, super easy to do. It's just going to be like a walk in the park as well. So basically, once we're done, I'm done with a set of 20 persons. Then I might decide to want to either do with a bigger number of people, or we may decide to go with what is it called? Go with a higher amount, maybe swing 2K to like 50K, or 5K to like 100K. But it's good to like start small, so you can get a lot of people progressing together alongside. So the first requirement is make sure you've registered the Bible Trading Network, have $1,000 deposited. Second requirement is basically, because there are a lot of people in the house of God, right? Even on this live right now, over 800 persons are here. So I want to make sure that people I am rewarding, this is because this is like a reward for some people to benefit from me, and it's basically free. So I want it to be people who are worth it. And I think the people who are really worth it are people who have who've promoted the house of work in one way or the other, right? People who've, let's say, you've invited someone to join any of the paid groups, or join any of the paid platforms, or join any of the courses, or in any way or the other, and like you've recommended the house of wealth, what we do, what I do, to someone out there, and the person got in, then I feel those people are the people I should help more with this opportunity, and help them make an amount, a big amount, flipping amount that they've never seen before in their trading careers as well. Like I said, it's gonna be repeated, right? Up and up, but 20 is just the max. Maybe I may decide to want to exceed to maybe 25, but I like the simple 20 because the concept of 1,000 to 20,000. So when it's 20 is like a round figure, right? As well. So we'll go with 20%. So there'll be indoctrinations, training for every single person to know how to get on with it, what to do. Uh, there'll be the indoctrinations, right? How to navigate the MT5 for those who don't know and stuff, and other how to practicals. Um, and then when the main action starts, you're gonna be like, this is what you're trading. So another reason is when there's a lesser amount of people, it's gonna be very good because there's some people who will be more advanced, right? And those ones who are a bit more advanced will help out every other people understanding on the group, and to be very easy for me. Like I said initially, I'm trading up to like 7 different accounts. It's not easy. I have the fund I'm working with trading the account, I have my own personal account, I have props account. So it's not very easy when it comes to, most times when it comes during the work days, my head is hot. That's why sometimes when I'm sending a trade, I don't have time to look at the charts. I just push and leave off, push and leave off, because I'm trying to replicate it across various multiple accounts as well. So doing the flip, most times maybe I may travel out to uh for doing that as well. And then maybe I'll come up because I think my birthday is November 12th. So that's October, November. So I think I might came up with something in November because I've forgotten what country I said I'm going to be in. So between that time in November, I should be in one of this very good countries. So during that time, it's going to be like a very great time for me. And I usually like flipping whenever I'm on like vacation or somewhere. It's usually very sweet. It's like a fun thing to me. Flipping is just, I just do flipping for fun, like flipping accounts are just for fun. So we'll be doing it and we're definitely gonna enjoy the fun while doing it this time around. And then the second, if we start this now, then we could start maybe a second batch around November. But usually November is gonna be like the wrap up for the year for traders. Most traders, once it's November, they don't trade again for the year, and over and they're closed and they're done for the year too. The next year as well, they take a big break, like a very major break December, because there's less liquidity in the market by December as well. So let's see how we can take good advantage of this period of time, because I mean there's so many opportunities that's going to be in the market, especially in this month of September, because Bitcoin is going to drop very, very well. Ethereum will drop very, very well after we've had a, either should I call it a scam pump or a false rally, a fake rally that's going to rally this asset very, very high, what we are expecting. So let's see how what we're expecting plays out for the week, right? And then see how we can uh probably possibly take action on them. Take action on them. So someone was asking something about the dollar index. I'm already done. Don't want to talk more than this as well. So if you've ever recommended someone to join either the bull run group or any of the groups in the past or so, you also let me know as well. You means that person is qualified in one of the two things. So if you qualify for any of the two categories, you're what's being added to uh the platform, and you're what's having my time and attention, so we could all flip together. Okay, the DXY. So okay, so this is the dollar index, right? So this is basically what we're looking out for to come. So probably a pullback. We're expecting a pullback where the market opens today, tomorrow, a pullback, and then a buy. Because if you look at last year, not last year, sorry, last week we talked about this. We said that this is where the dollar is going to go to retrace from here, and then it's going to buy up to here. So actually the retracement we're expecting was that it's going to come here and then buy from here, but it came even lower than what we expected. Crazy. Came lower than what we expected, and they decided to buy um to this zone. So if it comes here, this is going to be a buy zone for the dollar index at this level. And obviously the pairs that are correlative to it, you just expect the same thing as well. So this is what we're looking at for the week: a pullback and then a buy. So how high it's going to buy is still a symposium discussion, right? So it's left for whatever I wants to do. And then, but this should be pre FOMC, right? So if by the time we get into the FOMC, maybe the rate cuts could, obviously when the rates are cut, dollar always goes down. So if the market is here by the rate cut time, definitely it's going to go down. If it's here by the rate maybe higher, here this is a higher level, right? If it comes to this zone here, then it could also drop massively from here. If that's if the market decides to pull here by the time of the rate cut. So how high? So it could go as high as this, even higher than this to like here. Any of these levels, how high it goes is just a simple discussion. At the time, it doesn't even matter, because what matters is per time what you can make money from for that day, for the next day, for the next 2 days. So as the day comes by, it becomes way clearer for you as well. So but so many things have been said so far. I think the ones I can remember, the ones I can recall. And for those who really love to always have access to all my charts, both currencies, cryptos, and everything put together on a day-to-day basis, updates and stuff, just make sure you join the bull run group, right? Plug into the bull run group, you have access to all those benefits. And then every week we have um personal live streams where personal live stream mentorships with me that are private and not really public as well. So you have access to all those benefits when you plug into the bull run group for your own good. And if you definitely just want to make money with us, but if you don't want to make money with us, that's fine. You can just constantly be joining on our weekly crypto capital show, and you will definitely still make money with all I'm sharing here based on the projections, because 8 out of every 10 projections always play out, and that is free money making for you. So what we're looking at for Bitcoin and Ethereum, let's see how it goes for this week. If we get the breakout between the Asian Open today and tomorrow, all we just want to see is that pullback, and we smash the pullback. Hopefully I'm awake when it happens, and then I may send an alert to the free groups as well. But you keep an eye. However, this video is going to be left on the Bybit. It's going to be left on the YouTube. I'm just saying making so many mistakes today. It's going to be left on the YouTube channel. So definitely you can always rewatch it. And if you made a mistake in knowing how to set up the MT5. So this is something I'm also thinking of something else, but I'm not too certain yet. Not too certain yet. Maybe we might decide to, if I can. So the thing is, like I said, all these things has to do with people who can literally assist me, right? I may want to do more, but I can't do more if I don't have assistance, right? So maybe if I have people who may be able to like um manage a group, right? I may decide that okay, we're going to have a subsection in the Barbie Trading Network where for people who are going to fund with like $500, right? And then people in that $500 category, no matter the amount as well, and then do a special training for them, how to and set up with them, and then do a challenge, maybe 500 to like 10,000 just for them as well. So it's basically going to be like the same trades those in the 1K are taking, but it's going to be like what's it called? A splitted risk, right? So if those in the 1K are risking $100, those in the 500 will be risking 50, right? Just small as well. Someone who can convert another. So if I get someone to do that, maybe I may consider it. If not, I don't really have time for all that stress. Just people in the 1K category is fine, and 20% is okay by me. Okay, fams. Bye for now, and um see you when I see you guys probably next week, Sunday, right? Next week Sunday.